My next guest became famous as a member of New Kids on the Block. He acted in The Sixth Sense and, of course, Band of Brothers. He's now starring in the new NBC series Boomtown, which premieres this Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Please welcome Donnie Wahlberg.
You're so good to me, Jay.
You are.
So good to me.
Fellow Boston boy.
Yep.
Now, you're a Southie, South Boston, right?
Dorchester.
Dorchester. Now, you
Dorchester. It's right next to South.
The audience won't know what I mean here, but double-decker or triple-decker?
Triple-decker.
Triple-decker.
It's like 3 apartments stacked on top of each other, and you can hear the neighbors above you doing things. They're not that sturdy, let's say, the ceilings and floors.
Exactly, exactly. And you had, what, 9 kids in the family?
9 kids. We all 9 lived triple-decker at one point, and my dad, thank God, played the number with the bookie.
Yeah.
And hit the number for about $3 or $4 grand and bought a house, and we moved on up. We moved on up.
Well, yeah, well,
we had a house with a backyard and a picket fence, and then we still ate, you know, free cheese and stuff like that.
You got a hell of a house for $4 grand, yeah.
Back then, hey, in 19, it was about 74.
Wow, well, I guess that's true. Yeah.
You could, yeah, money went a long way back then. Jay, you were really groping Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Was it obvious?
I think you were.
Yeah, yeah. And you were thinking about it, so don't give me that. Yeah, please. Please.
I was living vicariously through you, Jay.
She was a big fan of yours. She was asking me about you.
Really?
Yeah, I think she had you some kind of. I think she had your bed sheets. You remember those New Kids on the Block bed sheets?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now she has Jay Leno bed sheets.
No, I don't think so. How creepy. That's even creepier than Jackie Chan. So tell me, so you grew up 9 kids, obviously
9 kids.
Not a wealthy family?
No, we weren't very wealthy, but we have to be careful when we talk about my family because my brother Mark always comes on your show and he constantly says the wrong things about my mother. So we weren't very well off, but my mother worked so diligently to make sure that we always had food and clothing. Right. How's that, Mom?
Okay. But you had a lot of hand-me-downs.
A lot of hand-me-downs. We there are famous pictures in our family where Mark will have the same school picture Mark has a shirt on that I had on in my school picture, and my brother, just older than me, Bob, has on the same shirt. It's a wrench shirt. It
here
had
it
a
is
red
right
wrench.
here. We have the picture.
Well,
right
this
here.
is a different picture, actually.
Oh, this is a different one. Let's get a shot.
That shirt, I'm sure, belonged. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That shirt, I'm sure, belonged to at least 3 of my brothers before me. Yeah. But, you know, it's okay.
That's so funny about your mom, because that generation, my mother did this. Don't tell people we didn't have any money.
Exactly.
We didn't have money. Well, don't tell them that.
Yeah. It's that Irish Catholic Boston insecurity / pride thing that
Does she give you advice? Would she call?
No, she usually calls, you know, to ask about, she asks for advice herself. She asks me for advice a lot, about my brothers and sisters and, you know, what to do about them. Because she was married, when she was about 15, her dad died. Right. So she had to go to work to help support her mother and brothers and sisters. And then she had 9 kids and was married to my dad for a while. She got divorced, remarried, and pretty much didn't have a life of her own since 15 years old. And now, you know, she's a little older. I won't say exactly how old, but she sort of liberated herself, you know, in the last few years. And she has a boyfriend, and she goes out and she does whatever she wants and travels to Jamaica. I mean, she never left Dorchester her whole life. And now she's sort of free right now. So we just talk about, you know, I always encourage her to have fun and don't be tied down to children. You did it all your life. Now have a good time.
Hey, let me ask you, when you guys are New Kids on the Block, because that was about as big as it gets. You were the first boy bands. Is that insulting? But I guess it was just about. You guys made gazillions. Did you all get screwed out of it? Did you manage to save some dough?
No, we didn't get
screwed.
Okay?
You do okay?
I can't speak for everyone in the group. But you know, I took care of things, and you know, mostly my family though. You know, it was most important to take care of my family. But I'm okay.
Because you started your brother.
Yes.
Mark, right? Yeah. Or Marky Mark, as he was back then.
As he was back then. That's right. We performed right here.
That's right.
Mark and I together.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, what happened when he went off on his own? Did you guys? Because did you kick him out of the group? Did I hear that?
No. He just was ready to try something different. You know, I think he felt a little bit of what I felt. With the New Kids, you know, the critics were constantly on us, and we're fighters. You know, we're from Dorchester. We grew up in my mother and father's house, and we learned how to survive. And when people are constantly bashing you and ripping you apart, you look for a way to fight back. And the way to fight back was to do something to earn respect. And Mark did that in his acting career. And
So who was a better singer, you or Mark?
Oh, me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark does a scene in Boogie Nights where he sings, and it's the worst performance. He's playing Dirk Diggler and he's singing.
Right.
And I tell people that's how he really sang. That's why he, you know, he didn't have a singing career. I had to help him learn how to rap to cover up for his singing voice.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but hey, he tried.
Well, how did you make the transition to the acting thing? Because it's pretty hard, because, you know, name somebody from Menudo, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to make that sort
Ricky
of...
Martin.
Oh, that's true. I'd take it
Although
back.
he's...
No, but I mean...
We haven't seen him in a few years, though. That was a kind of a flash.
No, but a lot of guys go, you know, you go psycho, you're in the group, you're making big money, and then you want to try something else, and people, like, take a hike.
Well, I was really lucky. I went to a public school in Boston, and in my freshman year, they started a new program where they wanted to have sort of an arts and international studies program, so they had a theater class, and I said, wow, theater, and it was a double period, so instead of taking math and science, I got to take theater for 2 hours, and I said, well, that'll be fun. I'll goof around for 2 hours. And what happened was I was one of the only guys in the class, and so I started to get all the leads in the plays. So I just fell in love with it. So during school, I would be doing plays, and after school, I'd be performing with the new kids in bar rooms and parties and talent shows and what have you. So it was something I always loved to do, and when the new kids sort of came to a close, I decided that it would be time for me to pursue that, so that's what I did.
And you get back to Boston? I know you're a big Patriots fan, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So you must have been thrilled last year when they won.
Oh, Jay.
Where were you? Did you go to the Super Bowl?
Jay, I didn't go to the Super Bowl. I was shooting a film that Lawrence Kasdan was directing in Canada with Morgan Freeman, and we were just south of the North Pole. And I was alone. There was nobody there. I was alone in my room. They don't even watch football up there. They watch curling, I think. And I was in the hotel room. There was nobody with me. And Jay, I don't know if any of you saw the game. I'm sure most of you did. But, Jay, I got on my knees and I prayed. I've never prayed for any sporting event, anything like that. And I just... Because people in Boston, you know, we grow up with this loser syndrome. Even though we had the Celtics, you know, because the Red Sox always lose, and they always the jinx, the curse of the Bambino and all that. And I got on my knees and I prayed to God. And I mostly prayed for my nephew, Brandon, who's 12 years old, because if they would have lost that Super Bowl, then he would have grown up with that gut-wrenching thing that happens at every sporting event in Boston when you go, oh, God, it's happening. They're going to choke. Oh, no. And I said, God, please, just let Brandon not grow up with that pain. And he answered my prayers.
Well,
he answered my prayers.
There you go. Well, quickly, tell us about Boomtown. You're getting great reviews.
Yeah, we're so excited about the reviews. Boomtown is a crime drama set in L.A., and it tells a story of a crime each week from different points of view. You'll see it from detectives, uniformed police officers, a DA. It's just fantastic.
Let's take a look.
Fearless, you know what? I can't do the good cop, bad cop thing. You shot a 6-year-old! What's wrong with you? Don't say anything, because it doesn't matter to me. We got the shell casings from the floor of the car. So whether you did it or your friend did, I could care less. You both go to jail for murder. I'm sorry, Fearless. It wasn't me.
Good job.
Michael T. Williamson plays my partner. He's the man.
Donnie, good job. You're going to stick around and watch Jennifer sing Naked?
Absolutely.
All right. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Naked, right after this. Don't go away.